Hi guys, so welcome back to Learning Plus. So in our video today, we are going to be saving our inputs into a database. Like now what we have here, if you enter your full name, enter your account number, enter your PIN and click on create account, we need to have like a tank or like a container or like a database will be storing every of our information that we have entered here, so that when we come back again trying to log in, will not be prompt for us to create a new account. So every applications that deals with data always have a database. Your financial application like your bank app, you always have a database where they store their information. Your school portal always have a database where they store student records. So that's what we're doing here. So in that case, if you know you have not yet downloaded the SQL Server, which we'll be using for our database, make sure you download it. So you can come here and click on SQL Server download. On the first one, Microsoft download, please click on it and follow the instruction. After that, you can come here and click on SQL Server Management Studio and download it. So you can see the first one, download and install. So once you have done, then you can come back here and we can continue. So guys, I believe that you have downloaded your SQL Server and SQL Management Studio. So what next now? Our next thing we're going to look at is to create our entity framework. So in C#, entity framework help us to translate our C# codes or our C# structure to a language that SQL we understand. So we need some NuGet packages for us to download. So let's go back to our Visual Studio. So I'm going to install some NuGet packages. So let's go back to our Visual Studio. To install those NuGet packages under Entity Framework, come to this Access Bank ATM machine, right click on it, go to Manage NuGet Package. So there are two important tools we are going to install. So the first one we're going to install is Microsoft Entity Framework.SQL. So you can come here and type SQL. So you look for Microsoft Entity Framework. You can see here, make sure you install the latest version. So you just click on install. You can see it's already on install here. Let me uninstall it and install it again. So I can come here, so click on install, click on apply and accept. So the next one I'm going to install is Microsoft Entity Framework Tools. So you come here and just type tools here. So look for Microsoft Entity Framework Core.tools. So click on it and the same process, install, apply and I accept. So after this now, what next? We're going to create our data folder. To do that, you go to this Access Bank ATM machine, right click on it, click on add, then click on new folder, call the folder data. So once you have created the data, let's now create our class. So come here, we are going to create our application DB class. Right click on data, click on add and click on class. So the name of our class will be application DbContext. We have application DbContext. So once you have done with the class, to create a public class called application DbContext. So now we're going to be inherit from a special class that is built from Entity Framework, and the name of that class is DbContext. So this is a special class that is gotten from Entity Framework. So we need Entity Framework for us to access this particular class. So don't mind the error. So to clean this error, just click on Ctrl- on the error to show you using Microsoft Entity Framework Core. That is where the class is coming from. So you must acknowledge this using Microsoft Entity Framework for you to access this DbContext. So you just click on it, and once you are done, now we are able to access our DbContext class. So let's now create a constructor. So you just come here, type CTOR and type tab. Once you have done, inside the constructor we're passing our DbContext option, and inside the option we have our, remember we created our application DbContext class application DbContext, then we'll pass in our option. Then inside this option we'll be inheriting, outside this option we'll be inheriting from a base class that has options as well. Like I said, do not cram. Do not cram. Well, we'll be inheriting this. Then we have the base. Then we have option. Do not cram. This is what I learned. So do not cram. If you cram. So now we have already created our application DbContext class with a constructor that has a DbContext options and the options. So now what next we need to do now? We need to now create a DbSet. And this our DbSet is going to tell Entity Framework to create a table called account. So to do that, we are going to create a public DbSet. Come here and type a public DbSet. Inside DbSet, we have our account model class. Remember, we created our account model class. Don't worry. What is requesting us now to is telling us that we need to call the using. We need to call the using Microsoft. Where this account is coming from. So just click on dots to show you using Access Bank ATM machine.model. That means this account class is coming from this particular folder models, which is inside the Access Bank ATM machine. So just click on it, and also you can pass in this account. So this will be the name of our table, accounts. Then what next? Get set. If you have not understand this get set, please go to my video in my YouTube channel and watch this video on get and set. So now on line 14 is telling the what line 14 is saying now is to tell the Entity Framework to please create a table in my database called accounts. Create a table in my database called account. And inside this account we have what? ID, full name, account number, PIN, and what? So balance. So now we are done. What next? We are going to create what? Our connection string. So this is where our SQL will be connected to. So to get our connection string, you see this app setting.json on the Solution Explorer. You click on it. Once you click on it, so now I have my settings saved somewhere. So I just go to my notepad and just copy all this. Once I copy this and paste it here, don't worry about, you can get this thing from internet, connection string. Just put your comma here. So this is my connection string. This is what I used all throughout my project. I just copy my connection string. So this is where our SQL will be connected to default connection. So you can see database here. Instead of your database, I can name it as Access Bank DB. So you can name it anything you want to name it, but I decided to name my own Access Bank DB. So you can trusted connection. Do not change anything here. You can get it from you can get your connection string online. Just get it and save it somewhere. So after this, now we are going to register our DbContext in our program.cs. So don't worry, I'll still go back to my notepad. I have it saved somewhere. I don't need to be writing codes here because I've done many projects. So I just pick it up from here and what? Save my work. So I've copied it now and I'll go to my program.cs. So you can see where I'll register my services. You can say add services to this container. I'll just paste it here. So once I paste it here, you can see we have builder of services, add DbContext. What DbContext are we adding? Application DbContext class that we created. What options? That is SQL we are using. We are using use SQL Server. What connection? Get my connection string, which is the default connection. What is the default connection? Is what we have in this app setting.json. You can see it here, default connection. So now what we have done now, we have registered our DbContext in the program.cs. So Okay guys, so what next now is to create our migration for us to save our tables in our database. So to do that, you go to this extension here or tools here, go to tools, go to NuGet Package Manager, click on Package Manager Console. So once you have done, so the first line or the first code we're going to write is what? Add migration. Add migration. And the name of the migration, you can give it any name, but I decided to call it initial migration. So this will now build my script for me to update my table in my database. So we are using code first approach. So click on enter. So now it's now building the script, is building the database, it's trying to generate a script for us using entity framework, using code first approach. So let's see what it brings for us. So you can see it has bring out a migration script where we have create table. And what table are we creating? ID, full name, account number, PIN, and balance. So you can see these are the drop down. If you want to drop the table, you always use the drop table to drop the table. So now what we have done now, we have created migration, we have add migration. So the next line of code we're going to do is to do what? We are going to update the database so that every of our table that we have here, especially the account class, will be saved in our table. So will be saved in our database. So come here under this PM, click on update database and click on enter. So let's see. Click on enter. So okay, so now what he has done now, that successfully, once you see done, just know that your table has been added in your database. So let's confirm. Let's go to our SQL. Come here, click on this SQL. Let's refresh. Refresh is somewhere here. Once you refresh, click on this plus sign. Click on this database, you see Access Bank database. The name of that database we created in our app setting.json. Click on this plus sign, click on this table. Our table should have an account table. So let's see. So you can see we have dbo.account. Once you open, click on select top 1000. So what you're going to be seeing, you're going to be seeing the tables it has created, which is the account table, and the columns where we have the ID, the full name, the account number, the PIN, and the balance. So these are columns that's the script created for us in this table called account. So now what you have done now, you have successfully created a migration and you have successfully updated your table to save in your database. So congratulations guys. In our next video, we're going to write codes, and this code will be used to save our inputs into those columns that we have created, into those table, account table that we have created. So don't miss our next class. Do not miss our next class. If you are yet to subscribe, please subscribe to my channel Noni Plus. And if you are yet to watch my videos, please start from episode 1 and watch it till this episode. So see you in our next video. Please do not do not miss our next video, and share this to people, share this to your friends that want to learn coding. So see you guys in the next class.